I bet Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden is going to be incredibly entertaining and uplifting as the Trump campaign enters its optimistic Morning in America phase with its lineup of stars.
The illegals, they get whatever they want, don't they?
They're on the side of the terrorists. She is the devil, whoever screamed that out.
Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country.
She is the Antichrist, the first Samoan Malaysian low IQ. I love you, Donald. I mean, what?
I will never not be charmed by his girlish laugh. But I'm confident that on day one, when Trump does his mass deportation of anywhere from 2 to 100 million people, it won't be you. It'll be them, because of how precise Trump is, especially when it comes to people of color.
I know Willie Brown very well. In fact, I went down in a helicopter with him.
The African-American politician in question was not Willie Brown, but rather this man, Nate Holden.
Holden saying, Willie is the short black guy living in San Francisco. I'm a tall black guy living in Los Angeles. I guess we all look alike.
You know, that story made him look racist. It's not the point. He really can't tell white people apart either.
You said Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla, yeah. That's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to?
Here. Oh,
the person you just pointed to was E. Jean Carroll.
Who is that? Who is that?
And the woman on the right is your then wife,
I don't
Ivana?
know. This was the picture.
Days of backlash after a comedian's racist joke about Puerto Rico at a Trump rally.
Puerto Rico fallout spreading like wildfire in Pennsylvania.
Superstars like Bad Bunny, J-Lo, and Ricky Martin took to social media and their hundreds of millions of followers, blasting out support for Vice President Harris. Jean-Marie Lugo says the joke sealed her vote for Harris. She has lived in Philadelphia for 20 years and was leaning towards Trump until the comments.
Wow, this woman was leaning towards Trump, and now she's voting Kamala because of that one joke. I mean, she was like, I don't mind racism, but I draw the line at racism. This one offensive joke about Puerto Rico being a garbage island seems to have really broken through in a way that almost nothing else has. And as a master political satirist myself, I'm extremely jealous because all we do here is jokes all the time, and it changes nothing.
The newest line from Kamala and her campaign is that everyone who isn't voting for her is a Nazi. We're Nazis. He's Hitler. And then they say, he's a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. I'm the opposite of a Nazi. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, of course Trump is not a Nazi, okay? They all famously served in the military. But what exactly,
President Biden makes comments about Trump supporters, calling them, quote, garbage.
Joe Biden is still the president? Wait, I want to know, what did he actually say?
Just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
The White House very quickly tried to argue that when he used the word supporters, he wasn't talking about Trump supporters writ large, but that there was an apostrophe in there. That is what is included in the official transcript.
That's right. In the last week of the campaign, Republicans are calling for a roundup of immigrants, and Democrats are like, you have to put the apostrophe in the right place. This election is really coming down to Nazis versus grammar Nazis. And if Democrats are relying on Americans to understand how apostrophes work, then this election is
I have breaking news for you, Mr. President. You may not have heard this. Just moments ago, Joe Biden stated that our supporters are garbage.
Look how excited Rubio is. Everybody! Look, I have great news! I mean, Rubio delivered that news like he was announcing the war is over. This put Trump in such a good mood that he briefly found religion.
Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said.
Someone's been reading an Instagram quote about the Bible. I mean, Trump should speak like this more. It makes him sound kind of wise. Like, thou art eating thy cats and thou art eating thy doggeths. It's not just kids dressing up in costumes, it's also grown men.
Climbing aboard a garbage truck in Green Bay that had his campaign's logo on the side.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Former President Trump embraced his latest political set piece as he amped up his attacks on Democrats.
250 million people are not garbage. I can tell you who the real garbage is, but we won't say that.
Look at how hard Trump is committing to the whole garbage thing. I mean, if only Joe Biden had been like, all of Trump's supporters are always gargling their own piss. And he'd be like, is that what you think? Make America great again. I'll show you. Harris supporters have put out TV ads reminding women with conservative husbands that their votes are a secret too.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey. Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth.
Did that stay in the booth? I mean, I don't know if it could be more obvious that something was going on with those women. I mean, if I was their husband, I'd be like, wait, okay, you guys are either voting for Kamala or you're having an affair, okay? Because there's a lot of electricity here, and I'm scared, but I'm also turned on. But isn't it a little sexist for these ads to suggest that women are morons who don't know how to vote? But, you know, I guess it's okay, because they're also saying that men are morons who don't know how to vote.
Come on, boys. Let's make America great again. It's your turn, buddy.
Before you cast your vote in this election, think about how it'll impact the people you care about the most.
Daddy!
Remember, you can vote any way you want, and no one will ever know.
Do your patriotic duty? You bet I did, brother.
What happens in the booth stays in the booth.
Okay, so the women are secretly voting for Kamala, but the men who are threatening them are also voting for Kamala? It's going to be so romantic when they all find out. It's going to...